If you walk into a room full of programmers and scream, "I love Java," you will likely be hit by a mug, a mechanical keyboard, or at the very least, a look of deep, unfiltered disdain. Java has become the Nickelback of programming languages. Everyone loves to hate it. It's a punchline. It's synonymous with old, slow, and corporate. You've seen the memes? The boilerplates, the infinite factories of factories. But if you look at the numbers, if you look at the real world outside of the tech influencer bubble on Twitter, the story is very different. Java is not only alive, but it is the backbone of almost everything important on the internet. So, why so much hate? And, more importantly, why is this hate most of the time pure ignorance? Before we dissect the code, I have a small request. If you are passionate about programming, if you want to understand the deep mechanics of the digital world, and if you are tired of shallow tutorials and want real career advice, do me a favor. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you care about quality tech content, and it helps me keep debunking these industry myths. Don Olson. Let's compile this. Let's start by dissecting the slowness myth. This is the haters' #1 argument. Oh, Java is slow. Java is heavy. Java eats RAM like it's a bag of Doritos. And to be fair, in the 90s and early 2000s, this was absolutely true. Running a Java application on a Pentium 2 was a Zen patience experience. The virtual machine JVM took forever to start. The Swing GUI was ugly and sluggish, and applets were a nightmare. The trauma remained. But judging today as Java by 1998, as Java is like judging today as internet by dial-up connection standards. The modern JVM is one of the most impressive pieces of software engineering ever created. It optimizes code in real-time JIT compilation in ways that statically compiled languages like C++, sometimes KOE, and predict, because they do only have runtime information. For long-running server applications, Java is incredibly fast and efficient. The slowness problem nowadays is usually not the language. It's the programmer writing bad code, creating memory leaks, or misunderstanding data structures. The second hate point is verbosity. And here, okay, I'll concede a point. Java likes to talk. To write Hello World in Python, you write one line. In Java, you need to create a class, a public static void, main method, import libraries, declare types, ask the Pope for permission, and sign a contract in blood. It is but this bureaucracy has a purpose: safety and scalability. When you are working on a garage project with two friends, Python is beautiful. It's concise. It's fast to write. But when you are at JP Morgan, or Netflix, or Uber with 5,000 developers touching the same codebase that processes trillions of dollars or billions of requests, you want bureaucracy. You want strong static typing. You want the compiler to scream at you if you try to add a banana to a bank account. Java's verbosity is the seatbelt that prevents massive projects from collapsing under their own weight. Is it annoying to write? Sometimes, but code is read 10 times more often than it is written. Java is easy to read and maintain 10 years from now. And maintenance is where the real money is spent in software engineering. Third point, it's boomer stuff. Java has this enterprise aura of boring banking systems, of people who wear suits to code, of cubicles and bad coffee. And it's true. Java dominates the corporate world. But do you know why? Because it works. Companies don't choose technology based on what is cool or trending on Hacker News this week. They choose what is stable, what has long-term support, what has a gigantic ecosystem of mature libraries. And the Java ecosystem is unbeatable. Spring Boot, Hibernate, Apache, Kafka, Elasticsearch, Hadoop, Android. The list is endless. The tools that built big data, the cloud, and modern distributed systems were written in Java. If Java disappeared today, Amazon stops, Netflix stops, LinkedIn stops, Google stops, your bank stops, and your Android phone becomes a pig. The world runs on this boomer stuff. The stability of the JVM allows businesses to sleep at night. And that is a value proposition that move fast and break things languages sometimes lack. And then there is the evolution issue. Many haters stopped following Java at version 7 or 8. They didn't see the revolution that happened afterward. Oracle changed the release cycle to every 6 months, bringing agility to the platform. Modern Java has type inference with var. It has lambdas, streams, records, which finally kill all those annoying getters, setters, and two-string methods, pattern matching, switch expressions, and virtual threads with Project Loom. Java 21 is a modern, elegant, and powerful language that took the best ideas from functional languages and integrated them safely. It didn't stop in time. It adapted. It watched what other languages were doing, learned from them, and implemented those features in a way that didn't break 25 years of backward compatibility. That is a feat of engineering that deserves respect, not mockery. But what about Kotlin, and Go, and Rust? Yes, they are fantastic languages. I love them. Kotlin is basically improved Java that runs on the same virtual machine. It's syntactic sugar over the JVM. But guess what? Learning Java makes you a better Kotlin programmer. Understanding how the JVM works, how the garbage collector manages memory, and the different types of GCS like G1 and ZGC. How threads and concurrency operate gives you a technical foundation that serves for any language. Java teaches you real object-oriented programming, not the do-it-however-you-want version of other languages. It teaches you design patterns, clean architecture, solid principles. It is the classical school of software engineering. It forces you to think about structure before you type. The hate for Java is often a symptom of immaturity. It's the junior developer who wants quick results, who wants to build a cute app in a weekend and thinks typing is a thing of the past. It's the shiny object syndrome, where new technology is always better than old simply because it is new. But software engineering isn't about novelty. It's about solving problems sustainably. And in that, Java is king. It is the tank. It might not be the red Ferrari turning heads on the street, but it is the one that crosses a swamp, takes a bazooka shot, and arrives at the destination with the cargo intact. It handles complexity like nothing else. So, if you want to be a complete developer, stop listening to the memes and start looking at the market. The highest salaries, the most stable jobs, and the most complex and challenging projects in the world still asked for Java. It's not about loving the language unconditionally. It's about respecting the tool that built the modern internet. It's about understanding that tools have contexts. You don't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame, and you don't use a screwdriver to demolish a wall. Java is the heavy machinery of the digital world. And speaking of becoming a complete developer, knowing the syntax of a language is useless if you don't understand the foundation, the structure, the how things work under the hood. Many devs get stuck in their careers because they only know how to copy code from Stack Overflow or prompt ChatGPT, but they don't know how to think like engineers. They don't understand security logic, networks, or real automation. They don't know how a buffer overflow works or why SQL injection is still a threat. If you want to make that leap, get out of the basics and understand the system as a whole. I have a personal recommendation. I created the Hacker's Blueprint. It is not a Java course. It is something more fundamental. It is a trace-in-one bundle that teaches you Python for automation and quick scripting, ethical hacking, so you understand how systems are attacked and how to defend them, and cybersecurity. But why Python and hacking if you were defending Java? You might ask, because a good Java engineer needs to know how to secure their application, needs to know how to automate tests, needs to have the mindset of how can this be broken. The best developers are the ones who understand the offensive side of code. The Hacker's Blueprint gives you this X-ray vision. It takes you out of the position of just writing code and puts you in the position of understanding the system. If you want to stop being a button pusher and become a professional who understands the machine, the network, and the vulnerabilities, the link is in the description. Check it out, learn the foundation, and then go back to your Java with a much sharper mind. Respect Java, but learn to be a hacker. See you in the next compile.